Stop right there. Imagine this. It's late at night. You're asleep, dreaming peacefully. When suddenly a sharp, burning pain rockets up your chest. You wake, gasping, heart racing. You clutch your throat, trying to breathe. What's happening? Is it a heart attack? A stroke? No, it's acid reflux. But don't be fooled. Acid reflux isn't just a harmless nuisance. It's a silent saboteur, creeping into your life, stealing comfort, stealing sleep. You might think it's just a burning feeling after a big meal, but here's the truth. This acid that rises up your throat can wear away at your esophagus. Over time, it damages tissue, it scars, it even raises your risk of cancer. And here's the kicker. Millions suffer quietly. They pop antacids, ignore the warning signs, until one day, it's not just discomfort, it's pain that stops them cold. Have you ever felt that sudden, overwhelming heat in your chest after eating, like fire licking your throat? That's your body screaming. But here's what's worse. Acid reflux doesn't always hit right after eating. It can sneak up hours later, waking you in the dead of night. And when it does, it steals more than your peace. It steals your energy, your focus, your joy. Why me, you ask? I eat well. I'm careful. But maybe it's not just what you eat. Maybe it's how you eat. Maybe it's what you don't know. Today, I'm going to share with you simple, powerful foods that calm this storm inside your stomach. Foods that don't just cover up symptoms, they heal. Imagine a life without that burning, without that sudden choke, without that gnawing fear every time you lie down. It's possible. And it starts with what's on your plate. Stay with me, because this is not just about food. It's about reclaiming your comfort, your nights, your life. Let's begin. Meet Martha. She's 62, retired school teacher, loves her garden and Sunday dinners with her grandchildren. You'd never guess she fights a daily battle, a battle with a relentless fire inside her chest. 2 years ago, Martha was unstoppable, up before dawn, bustling through her day, baking pies, chasing after grandkids. But slowly, the fire started creeping in. First, just a little burn after dinner. She thought it may be too much spice. But it didn't stop. Nights grew restless. She'd wake choking, coughing, reaching for water like a lifeline. I just want to sleep, she'd whisper. Doctors gave her pills, told her to avoid certain foods, but Martha didn't want to live on medications forever. She missed the simple joys. A cup of tea, a homemade stew, a quiet night without pain. One afternoon, after a long day in the garden, the burning hit hard. She leaned on the fence, breath ragged. This isn't how it's supposed to be, she told herself. I'm not ready to give up. That moment, that sharp edge of pain and frustration, was her turning point. Martha started paying attention, not just to what she ate, but how her body felt. She discovered that some foods soothed the fire, others stoked it. She swapped her usual coffee for a gentle chamomile. She traded fried dinners for simple steamed vegetables. Slowly, the nights grew quieter, the burn less fierce. She shared her journey with friends who nodded in understanding. Because acid reflux isn't just an illness, it's a thief of comfort, of connection, of peace. Martha's story is a story of resilience, of learning, of hope. And the best part? She's not done yet. Every day she chooses foods that heal, not harm. She's back to baking pies without the fire, and you can be too. Picture this. Inside your chest, there's a valve, a tiny gatekeeper called the lower esophageal sphincter. Its job? Keep the fiery acid in your stomach exactly where it belongs. But sometimes this gatekeeper gets tired, weak, or just lets acid slip through. And when that acid rises, it's like a volcano erupting inside your throat. Imagine a river dam holding back rushing water. If the dam cracks, the water floods out, causing damage downstream. That's what happens when acid escapes the stomach and flows back into the esophagus. Your stomach acid isn't just strong, it's corrosive, designed to break down food. But your esophagus, it's not built for this acid bath. It's soft, delicate, and when acid lingers there, it burns. inflames, and irritates. Now, here's where it gets tricky. This acid splashback can cause a burning sensation, that infamous heartburn, but it can also cause coughing, hoarseness, and even a feeling like something's stuck in your throat. And why does it sometimes get worse after meals or at night? Because when you lie down, gravity isn't helping anymore. The acid can move freely, lingering longer and causing more pain. Here's a surprise. Certain foods can weaken that gatekeeper or increase stomach acid, making reflux worse. Others calm the storm, helping the gatekeeper do its job and soothing the esophagus. Think of it like a balance scale. On one side, acid and irritation. On the other, healing and calm. What you eat tips the scale every time. And the good news? You have the power to tip it back. Understanding this isn't just science. It's your roadmap, a guide to choosing foods that protect, soothe, and heal. Stay with me, because next I'll share the simple foods Martha used to calm her stomach and take back her nights. Let me tell you about the first game changer Martha found: oatmeal. One chilly morning, after a rough night of burning and tossing, Martha reached for a bowl of plain oatmeal. No sugar, no cream, just warm, soothing oats. Why oatmeal? Because it's like a soft blanket for your stomach. It soaks up acid, calms irritation, and fills you without firing up that reflux flame. She remembers thinking, could something so simple really help? That day, she felt a little less fire, a little more peace. And soon, oatmeal became her go-to breakfast. Here's the catch. Skip the sugary toppings or heavy creams. Keep it plain, keep it gentle. Because what seems like comfort food can sometimes be the opposite. Next, let's talk about ginger, the spicy root with a secret calming power. Martha was skeptical at first. Ginger? Won't that make the burning worse? She wondered. But then she tried a cup of ginger tea, warm and mild. The zing was gentle, soothing her stomach like a calm wave after a storm. Ginger helps reduce inflammation and speeds up digestion, meaning less acid hanging around to cause trouble. One evening, after a big family dinner, Martha felt the familiar burn creeping up. She sipped her ginger tea slowly, feeling the heat soften and fade away. That's the magic of ginger. Small, simple, but mighty. Finally, water. Sounds obvious, right? But here's the twist. It's how and when you drink it that matters. Martha used to gulp down big glasses during meals, thinking it would wash everything down. But that often made her reflux worse, diluting stomach acid, forcing the stomach to produce more, and pushing acid upwards. Now, she drinks small sips between meals, especially after eating. Water flushes acid away gently, helps digestion, and keeps everything flowing smoothly. One afternoon, Martha caught herself about to down a giant glass during lunch, and stopped. Instead, she took tiny sips, feeling calmer, lighter. These small changes, oatmeal, ginger, mindful water, transformed Martha's days and nights. And they can transform yours. You're here now. You've heard the story, felt the fire, understood the science. But more than that, you've glimpsed a way forward. This isn't about strict diets or giving up everything you love. It's about choice, about taking back control, one bite at a time. Imagine waking up without that burning in your chest. Imagine meals that bring joy, not fear. Martha found that calm. You can too, because inside you there's strength, a quiet warrior who's ready to fight back against that fire. It's not about age. It's not about limits. It's about simple, steady steps toward comfort and peace. So start small. Choose that bowl of oatmeal. Sip your ginger tea with care. Drink your water mindfully. Feel the difference. And know you deserve to live free of that burning, that choking, that endless discomfort. You deserve to breathe easy, to sleep deep, to live fully. This is your moment. Take it, because calm isn't just a dream. It's waiting on your plate.